Guyana has rejected yet another U.S. report on the trafficking in persons in this country. In the latest report released by U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, it states that Guyana has not made any noticeable improvements in its effort to combat the problem. The report pointed to the growing gold industry here and the increase in prostitution in the areas of gold mining. Many women and young girls find themselves trafficked to those communities. As far as the Guyana government is concerned, however, the U.S. is not telling the real story and may not be giving the administration enough credit for the work it has been doing.
They continue pronouncing on tips in Guyana in the most unfavorable and in pretty much unjustified, unsubstantiated way. Their pronouncements pregnant with the allegations from the media, insensitive assessments of government's undertaking. Essentially, it leaves the government of Guyana with little room than rejecting the report.
Cabinet Secretary Dr. Roger Luncheon said there continues to be the tit-for-tat when it comes to the Trafficking in Persons report. The U.S. reports and Guyana objects. That has been going on for the past few years.
The general thrust is offensive. And so we continue this two-step dance. They write, we reject. And then we commit ourselves to another year of writing, and we look forward in great anticipation of something more factual, something more responsive.
Guyana was listed as a Tier 2 country when it comes to the trafficking in persons. It's the same level that the country found itself at last year when the U.S. recommended that new and improved systems be put in place to target the problem. The U.S. Ambassador to Guyana, Brent Hart, in a statement said the U.S. government's goal is not to criticize others, but to call attention to a global threat to vulnerable groups of people in order to stimulate global action to protect victims, prevent future abuses, and investigate and prosecute perpetrators of this modern-day form of slavery. He said over the past year, the U.S. Embassy here in Georgetown and the government of Guyana have forged an active and productive dialogue on trafficking in persons, aimed at strengthening Guyana's ability to prosecute offenders, protect victims, and prevent future cases. This year's report, he continued, observes that Guyana is both a source and destination country for men, women, and children subjected to sex trafficking and other forced labor.